We are day one at HIMSS with Matt and Doug from Extreme Networks. Hello, gentlemen.
How's it going?
It's going great. So far, so good. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement here at HIMSS. Maybe introduce yourselves to the folks watching. Who are you and what do you do at Extreme?
I'm Doug McDonald. I'm director of the Extreme Alliance team. Really what I look for is creating strategic alliances so we can design the next generation of product line for Extreme Networks.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Matt McNeil, Senior Sales Director, Extreme Networks for Named Healthcare. Been a part of the business for Named Healthcare exclusively for the last 5 years, and actually come through acquisition to Extreme for over 20 years.
Fantastic. Well, I have a new piece of research that Extreme has just commissioned with HIMSS. Really interesting stuff. Research showed that 93% of healthcare IT executives agree that the network plays a fundamental role in the success of hospital and patient care. Tell us about this research and some of the findings. There's a lot there to take on.
Yeah, Evan, I think there's no surprise in the findings, right? Number one, cybersecurity. Number two, applications, making sure they're functioning properly. I think there's some concerns, healthcare in general, with staffing, both on the clinical and IT side. I think a lot of organizations are really struggling coming out post-pandemic. Some budgets, weren't available maybe for a little while in that transition, and now it's time to kind of get back on track. So I think there's a lot of opportunity and some interesting finds in that survey.
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive, and we'll provide a link in the video to the research. And Matt, you talk to customers day in, day out. What are they telling you about their requirements and the future?
Yeah, it's the requirements continue to rise, right? Every day, more and more clinical advancements, more things need to be on the network. Oh, by the way, my budget is not rising the same way. Okay. So I need to do more with my current staff. How do I augment some of those capabilities? But also, how can the network do more for me? And that's a big ask, right? Because we're talking like large clinical from nationwide health systems to small regional, and each one of them can benefit for some way the network can do more for them. Meaning stealth and segmentation, more time doing architectural and planning, onboarding and training. So that's what we've been working with them on, is reading what I'll call a more comprehensive game plan. That while we were locked up under COVID, right, we didn't get to do a lot of those changes. So there's a lot of pent-up demand for software sustainability, next generation networks to really promote what we want to do in technology.
Fascinating. So the research shows a lot of acceleration of the IoT in healthcare. We have the Internet of Medical Things. You just have to walk around here at HIMSS to see the number of new devices attached to the network. What does that mean from an Extreme Networks standpoint in terms of the myriad of devices on the body, off the body, at home, in the hospital that have to be supported?
Yeah, first I think it's really exciting. Like you said, if you take a look around here, there's literally billions of devices coming to your network soon. So really, you've got to be prepared. And how do you achieve that when there's a new device almost every single day, a new application? As Matt said, there's just not enough IT staff to help make sure that all these things come on board. So we really look at Extreme to simplify the architecture, to have that onboarding capability, and to automate, because we know we're not getting additional staff, and it's not getting easier to onboard these devices. So we talk about a lot of times in my former roles in healthcare, how do we get these devices on board to the network safely? So we look at strategic onboarding programs. So you look at risk management, you look at security, you look at that segmentation, you look at that ahead of time so that when you put that IoT or MIoT device into the network, it's ready to go prime time for patient care.
Fantastic. And Matt, you must see customers asking for new devices, new implementations, new additions all the time to their Extreme
20 some years of it, all those years, every year it continues to grow. Like Gartner continues to publish, as Doug said, the billions of devices that are going out there. But it's also, we're trying to strive for that customer experience is key, right? So I cover clinical, I cover physicians, I cover guests, I cover patients. You have a multitude of requirements that come on, and that's one way we look at it, is we have enough, what I'll call, onboarding capabilities to make it easy, seamless, but also scale. And we're also driving towards what a lot of folks would like to see in a security environment, is we're driving towards hyper-segmentation of the network. So when we have incident response, it's very contained. and it's not affecting the rest of the network. So it's very important to us to have those kind of parameters to find success for both clients today, but also new clients that we're looking forward to working with here.
Awesome. It's no coincidence we're here at the Cybersecurity Command Center at HIMSS, the big blue banner. Another part of the research showed the importance of, frankly, infrastructure, analytics, automation as top areas of investment. Why is that? Why is there such a hunger for those key drivers within the network?
Well, I'll start with infrastructure. Go back to COVID. We didn't do a lot.
Yeah.
We were sent home, workers were sent at home, we were going to maintain the network, our budgets went down, cut in half, right? Budgets were frozen for new technologies, advancements, surgeries went down. So as COVID, we started to recover from COVID, a lot of those things are coming back now, which means, I've got my network that was 7 years old is now 10. And we have a lot of the legacy devices that are on it. I need to still maintain, extend warranties, different things. So there's a lot of planning on the infrastructure piece now, and what I'll call a lot of pent-up demand to acquire new technologies to take advantage of the next generation in healthcare that will benefit the customer experience as they go through and leverage their own personal technology. Because you have a great experience on that cell phone, but if you come into a hospital that doesn't support AC Wi-Fi or 6, and they're a lesser generation, it's not going to be the same experience that I would have in my house. And that's important. I think that's one of the things as far as infrastructure we're driving and working with our clients to engage better in that experience piece.
Oh, so critical, so critical. And automation and AI were among the top few topics of interest. We're in the year of efficiency, the year of doing more with less. So how does that feed into the need for more automation, among other things, in the network?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to reallocating staff to more complicated items. So if you think about what can you automate, can you do kiosks, can you do chatbots, can you do things that are patient-facing and engaging that really allows the patient to get a quick response, to have a good experience, but it doesn't maybe take a staff member sitting behind that screen to provide a great response and timely. It's about automating, bringing on the devices. So if you have a bunch of cameras, you have a bunch of things, we don't want to have a PhD in networking, have to plug all those things in, program all those things. We want to be able to plug those things in. All that free time they have in
healthcare, right? All that free time we have running around, not when I say we, I'm speaking for them, but we know that it's not there.
And security-wise, human error happens, right? You plug in that device, you want it to have that segmentation, you want it to have that certain security. Sometimes that doesn't happen. If you automate that process, it also eliminates human error. So I think there's a lot of great things where the AI is not taking away jobs, it's reallocating resources to more important tasks, hopefully patient safety and patient experience kind of tasks.
Totally agree.
And that's really, I think, where we're going and why that's so exciting.
Yes.
So for us tech geeks, Wi-Fi 6 is here. We're super excited about it. Capacity, coverage, new frequencies are among things that are pretty exciting. What else? What can we look forward to with Wi-Fi 6 from Extreme Networks?
Wi-Fi 6E as a Wi-Fi nerd is one of the most exciting things that's happened in the alphabet soup of all these wireless technology additions. I was at a HIMSS probably 10 years ago, and there was a federal panel keynote, and the FCC and the FDA and the ONA were all on stage, and I remember this to this day that the FCC chairman at the time, or representative at the time, said that frequency is the lifeblood of healthcare. And as a person who used to be responsible for all the wireless technologies in a really large health system, I couldn't agree with that more. If you look at the 2.4 space, it's pretty crowded, it's been pretty busy for a long time. Most things have moved to 5 gigahertz. Well, hey, with Wi-Fi 6E, now we have 6 gigahertz. That's 59 channels of 20 megahertz. That's new greenfield space that is its own spectrum, so it's not backwards compatible. So that biomedical engineer device that still wants to run 802.11b that's slowing down the entirety of the network, you don't have to worry about that with 6. You also get WPA3, new authentication, new security inherent. I like also back to the medical IoT devices, Wi-Fi 6 inherently has a capability for devices to come on at a certain time, turn off at a certain time.
Oh, wow.
Saves battery life, creates the capabilities really great for that congestion issue that we have. So really, really excited about Wi-Fi 6E.
Yeah, and you must have customers, Matt, asking about it every week. And when's it ready? How can I deploy it?
And it's been nice. We've done a good job getting over some of our shipping hurdles that we've all had in the industry. So we've done a good job with our clientele. But it's nice to know when Extreme, we were one of the first to bring out both the indoor and the outdoor Wi-Fi 6. So as a technology leader, it's nice to know you're getting some of the new technologies you can take advantage of. Doug said, the bandwidth. I've got some high intense, or I need to do some high intense voice over applications. Also, Bluetooth's advancing, right? And ultra wideband. So we're getting a lot of location, how am I utilizing my assets, my people, response, nurse call, those kind of things that go voice over Wi-Fi or using asset tags has been it's moved from a project to reality. And I think we're seeing a lot more of that with our clients as well. It's like the tags, the battery life is extended or infinite in some ways, as there's some new technologies come out. And plus, these radios have those capabilities built in to work with the asset that they may have as a current provider.
Fantastic.
So they're able to get more information, which leads into better AI and informatics for business intelligence. So we're help promoting that too as well.
Oh, so exciting. Well, folks should stop by the Extreme booth. There's a lot of technology on display. What are you excited about this week? What's top of mind as we head into day one?
I really just love HIMSS. It's my 13th year.
Yeah.
I'm all about technology for the betterment of patient care. It's all about the patient. It's all about results. It's great to be part of a mission where you help support healthcare organizations that come in, day out, and things like COVID, our battle-hardened veterans in our clinical space. It's great to see all this technology is here to support them.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt?
I'm always excited about the conversations like we're having today, but with new folks. And also we do a lot with our integration of third-party solutions. So we have those with us. So around here in the Cyber Center, we have video surveillance integration through our network. So there's a lot of that relation piece which makes the solution set better for our clients or future clients. So it's
amazing education opportunity this week.
It is.
Stop by the Extreme booth, get educated, look at the ecosystem here. It's pretty amazing. And we'll catch up later in the week.
Yeah,
Have a great HIMSS.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Happy HIMSS.